Can you see me too? Okay, very good. So we are a news portal for the Swiss startup ecosystem, more or less also the only journalistic portal in this sense. Yeah. Is there any potential to scale, or it is a pure service that you are offering? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Are there any learnings that you made during with this project? Things that work and things that don't work? Yeah. Okay.
We need to make sure that some customers want to buy the membrane next year. Therefore, we need to demonstrate the membrane. And from thinking about the demands of those people that we are working with, scaling up the process to somewhat around 5 square meters per day.
So this is an investigation we looked at a few weeks ago now, and I think it's kind of obvious that it's almost complete, but it's not fully complete. That's what you get from the, actually maybe I have it just so I can show you what it looks like.
Yeah, but in my kinetics it's more likely that we're seeing sulfuric acid mostly.
But
we could wash them, for instance, even again.
So this is, let me hang on.
Seeing that in the future we will be working more with larger quantities, larger barrels, larger stuff in general. We'll probably have to, even still in the lab, get some equipment like bigger tubes, Teflon tubes for transfer of liquids and so on, because we can't be lifting heavy barrels, 25 liters.
I think the reactor is a bit too small for the big membranes that we have, because some of the membrane is looking out on the top, so you can really see a white stripe there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then last point, feedback, group feedback.
Yeah, all done.
Perfect.
Okay.
Any other things? Feedback.
The only thing that's a bit critical, Virgil, do you mind taking the beer close to you? Like, this is not the best location.
Sure, I'll sit on it.
I mean, you have three seats, right?
Like a chicken.
And so, guys. Oh, we could. No, it's too big for the fridge, right?
No, just put it on the floor.
Good.
Have you seen how many papers he's turned out in the last 3 months? Like 10 nature papers or something, I don't know.
Ahead, keep left, A2, 35 towards Carlsbad. Turn left.
Oh, it's a dead end. Yeah, but there's the sign right there.
You see it?
Well, there's a Frankfurt Messe sign down there. So
You can't just go straight. Yeah, I mean, if you just go straight, we're actually in the mess.
Well, I mean, we're in Hall 11. Like, the closer we can park, the better. All of these large doors go inside. Like, I just saw one open straight into the exhibition hall, basically.
Yeah? This way. Putting on my OCD. It's this way, is it? What's up, man? How you doing? Good. Very good.
It looks gorgeous though.
Looks good, yeah.
Oh, you still have to wire them up?
Epoxy everything in place, yeah.
Is there anything else you think between now and the end of January that needs to get done? Because we're part of VentureKick, you can apply to the InnoBooster for that. We need to apply to InnoSwiss. So, and they will want a proper financial, like how much are your investors going to get back? How much exactly do you need for your plant? Like what are the expenses? What are the milestones? So we can apply to that, but I think we should wait until like the end of January to know better. And I think that's it.
Like for example, right now we have the LinkedIn page, we have the Facebook page, but there is no content in it.
Okay.
We have to put content in it.
So it's LinkedIn, Facebook,
And Twitter, I think these are the most important ones. Instagram is just for the events and
yeah, exactly.
news mostly. I can set it up and just use with. I mean, I don't have a personal one, but I can use a Deepali one.
Okay.
And also, we need our banners and business cards.
Yes. Maybe this is like cheesy. Should we get like Deepali shirts?
Yeah, yeah.
Because we could do.
When you go to.
We could do like shirts for us,
Yeah.
for example. If we're standing at the thing, we'll all have like say a black shirt that has it on.
We can have pixel. We can have I don't know, like pins.
Yeah.
Hello, it's Michael again. I think something went wrong. Yes, it did. No problem. Thank you.
Is it the same Microsoft software?
For Michaela, nothing works.
Nothing works for
Different,
me.
different software. You don't have Office 365.
But the only fact is that nothing works for me. That's a fact.
That's a personality. That's a personal relation with your computer.
Shall we leave this to
Another time. We always leave it for another time and then we never have it checked.
That's true.
No, I've never mounted this. How hard can it be? Night mode, we can set it to range sensor.
Communication regained. Manual night
It
mode.
also is publishing a distance. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Behaving very strangely.
Yeah.
That is weird. Shouldn't optical flow work much better out of the box?
That's why we're testing it. Okay. Maybe we do one more trial on optical flow.
All right, sure.
Woo! You go up, then it suddenly shoots, and then suddenly goes down. So we should probably double check.
All right, let's take a look at the log files.
Yeah.
Let's stick it down.
It's never the right direction.
Yep.
Communication regained.
EKF2 is set to 24. The 8 mask vision, position vision yaw.
Again?
Yes.
Did anything else launch? Because I reset it to 2, right? And showed it to you.
That can be interesting now.
How did that reset itself? So it's back here, roughly?
But in Z, it should be down. And
It should be positive, right?
Yeah,
In Z.
it's negative.
Didn't touch any of the other parameters, so these should have been the same as the last couple of flights.
Okay.
So I ran some spiking simulations for the auditory model finally, and I get roughly 92, 93-ish percentage. So it's not very far from what the reservoir does.
So on Friday, I was trying to work on the spiking learning, the in-network learning, and ended up spending the whole day trying to fix bugs so I could run a single cell. That was great.
I think I need to have some self-organizing map, like excitatory connection between neighborhood neurons. It could help for the behavior of my neurons.
On Friday, I thought my simulation framework is finally done, until I realized it's not. It's not doing what it should.
So finally, I cleaned up the setup for PIP install, and then I'm cleaning up the tests.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I guess at some point they have to.
And there is a phone in the room, and the supervisor and the rest of the team can call them and give advice. And the patients are really happy actually because
How is it going for tomorrow?
Okay, so tomorrow after work we are organizing a party in the meeting room.
Okay.
And we will need some volunteer to get rid or to find a way to protect the fire alarm by whatever you can. I'm not sure if it's appropriate.
No, maybe.
Don't get punishment.
Okay.
And there will be 3 pots.
Okay.
Philip will take 1 and Chen and I will also take 2.
Okay.
Ning will take
the hour.
Okay, we will have to give him a notice, otherwise he will forget.
Okay.
Because he's flying back to China tomorrow.
I can bring a liquor from Beijing.
Oh, you have
the famous
No.
one, but I don't think you will enjoy it. you will burn.
Okay. Take your stuff. Maybe we would need to sleep over in a company.
What's the name in Chinese of this?
火锅 hot pot. 火锅 锅 is G-U-O 锅 right?
Guo. Guo.
No.
Guo.
Whoa.
Now in Chinese.
Grüezi, Fabio Oldenburg spricht hier, Gaia Membranes. Ich hatte eine Frage an den Florian Gauci bezüglich des Business Angels Meeting heute Abend. Ist der zufällig im Haus oder gerade nicht? Hast du da diesen Sack, wo alle Nummern draufstehen?
Ja.
Perfekt. Brauchst du noch Sticker? Ja.
Ja, 4.
but you still have like surf coming towards you. So you've got to practice your duck and dive. You must have seen this. You know, if a big wave is breaking, you go to the front of your board and push it down.
Yeah.
So the wave breaks over you. Because there's nothing fun about a wave just crashing into you when you're on your board.
You're the chemist of Kai membranes, right? We will find some people to join you in the English conversations.
I have no doubt about that. Wir sind quasi vom ersten Film und haben hier eine Membran entwickelt, quasi für Energiespeicherung. Erneuerbare Energiespeicherung. Genau. Und ja, das ist so Nile-Büro. Hauptsächlich.
So hopefully we can do the full 1,000 square meters tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean from the last trial we did not see any problem on the electronics. So.
Yeah, you see here state estimation was not, or control was not super nice, but with the tests we did in the white room.
Yeah, it improved so we had a better tuning, improved the structure of the controller. So Anurag mentioned that there was a problem in the test last week on the communication on the router. Is that solved or?
Yes, I think the problem there was that if you use the router without internet access, it fucks something up, or you have to change some settings, whatever. But that's done.
But that's solved now.
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Nice. So let's keep fingers crossed for tomorrow.
So before this meeting already, I spent 2 weeks basically to try to talk with each one. So I think only 2-3 people I still need to talk. Yeah. Basically for us, you know, in order to make a successful business for the future, what we need to consider about it is, first of all, is money, it's investment basically. And especially now, this round we are going to fight for 10 million, right? And this investment round is going to be able to support us for 2 years if we go do something wrong. So at least as well as in 2 years we can get it to work, so we still be able to survive. Otherwise it's going to be difficult because we still need to tell story to investors, or maybe make another new story to investors. It's something difficult for us. So within 2 years we have to make it real. Yeah. In the future we have another team in China, basically another 25 people in China by end of next year. Yeah.
We are really in a good position now. It's kind of difficult. It's a difficult time because we're in this moment in which either you die or you survive, but it looks like we're surviving. It's very, very promising, and it's going to be tough, but I think it's going to pay off in the end. So.
Yeah. That was a story actually. I was asking Anita to check the insurance for me. The reason is because I really afraid to die. I fly too much. So I basically I took a flight more than 70 times in China during this 6 months basically. Every day I take one flight basically. Yeah, each city maybe if you check the schedule with Yayin, each day normally I speak at least 3 people, different groups, and maximally 6 every day. Yeah, that making me a bit nervous, especially if I want to save some money to take the Russia flight. That's going to be making even nervous. Yeah.
Can you make maybe a summary of the useful complaints or advices from people you're talking to? So, and then any change you're going to make this new year? I mean, from these advices.
Yeah, so I treat all these either complaints or suggestions good things for me. So, but I cannot guarantee I meet all your requests. But I will try. Yeah, especially salary. Salary I cannot. I cannot for sure. I cannot make everyone happy. But the other thing is, for example, how to make the office better. Also for training. Yeah, so for the things like that, I can make it better. But for bigger improvement, like moving the office to a new place, that's we need to consider. Any questions?
Right now we're kind of building a house, but right now we kind of only have like the foundation down, and soon we have to put up the walls and then the roof, and then we have to get maybe the yard nice and all this sort of stuff, and it's taking small steps like this. And from the preliminary financials that we've done, that won't be being a profitable company won't be an issue as long as we meet the stuff that we've talked about as far as like the chemicals we use aren't the most expensive chemicals. So, okay, it'd be nice to be like a billionaire or whatever, but for me, I think as long as we can keep and create like jobs for people, where people get paid well, and if this expands to other markets where people can get like good paying jobs, and as long as like I have enough to cover like rent and put a roof over my house, I really don't care if the company makes $100 billion exit or $100,000 exit, just as long as like the people that are in the company and us are all are at a good place in life. You know what I mean? You want to make $1 billion?
I don't mind $1 billion. Actually, I'm quite a fan, but no, that's. I've never had the money as a goal, but yeah, I think for me it's more important to at the end to say, at least to look back and say, well, I did this and it was something.
Yeah.
That's I think the main part. So
we did good.
We did good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Who is actually physically takes care after? Well, you get them.
For now, it's us.
Okay. To take packaging, just to pack it, and then delivery, and so on and so on, and the customs maybe.
I just sent out 4 packages yesterday morning before leaving.
Ja, okay.
Noch bis nächstes Jahr Oktober die öffentliche Förderung. Und dann müssen wir auch mal gucken. Ja, irgendwann muss man raus. Also deswegen versuchen wir jetzt auch schon die nächste Finanzierung irgendwie anzuleiern.
Потрогать, да, можно. Это чистый силикон. Спин-офф от технического университета в Цюрихе. Это, наверное, самый на сегодняшний день идеально. То есть слуховые аппараты и прочие аппараты для поддержки, которые должны быть непосредственно для ушной раковины, сильно индивидуальные.
Now tell me, what's the difficult thing about silicone? Viscosity. Silicone is very viscous. It's very viscous. It's like honey or like Nivea cream. Okay. Yeah.
Seek out for a doctor.
Nice to meet you. Have a nice day as well. Hello. Good. I let you know a bit more?
Yeah. So this process also needs a supported structure?
Sometimes yes, sometimes not, because due to the shapes.
Yeah? People say that Friday sometimes like executives tend to stop by last minute and so forth, so I don't know. We'll see.
You have to be ready for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
we are coming to the last startup today. And this again, I tell you what, I remember hearing, watching, seeing, experience their first presentation. I was like, is that really going to be a success?
It's a pleasure to be here, honestly. So what we are Spectroplast, and we are introducing pure silicon at high precision. And the question is always, why silicon? And you also kind of raised this question. And then what we can say is, which is something that's close to our heart, it's actually also a green technology. So we can reuse and recycle all the material that has not been exposed to light and basically reuse it. So it's almost a zero waste process at the end. We are slowly moving into prosthetics, odontology products, and in the close future we want to even cover medical implants, for example.
Not made out of silicon. Congratulations, well done. Pretty cool. Good luck on the form next. See you next year. Bye-bye. Thank you. So, I would like to invite all of you to have a glass of champagne with us over there. Ah, they're already coming. Look at that.
You were actually some kind of lucky to slip into the right time of this whole sustainability topic. So kind of.
Yeah, the moment is really a hot topic. So now
it's really good.
Yes. I mean, still, if you think about it, the stereotype of the successful entrepreneur, it's a guy. Also, VC networks are male-dominated, so for sure that has consequences on the investments that are made. And for sure, at commercial level, there were situations where I felt that I wasn't taken seriously, I learned to deal with that. I guess I perceive that as a young woman, probably you can handle that situation or that position, or they can't handle you. I don't know. But what you see very often everywhere are talks about successful entrepreneurs that have made it and how great their experience has been, or entrepreneurs on the rise. Again, how great businesses and things are going, and the a little bit darker side of entrepreneurship is never shown that much. So really the effort that takes, the commitment that takes, and sometimes the failures that come with it. Because in the end, being an entrepreneur is a little bit of a lonely business.